ang mga mainit na balita mula sa ating Armed Forces. Tumutok sa 1134 kHz AM sa inyong mga radyo at manood online. I-like at i-share ang AFP Radio DWDD Facebook page. Ito ang DWDD Armed Forces Radio, ang boses ng Kawal Pilipino.
Mga katropa, alam mo ba na ang DWDD 1134 kHz AFP Radio ay ang opisyal na radio station ng Sandatahang Lakas ng Pilipinas na binubuo ng Army, Navy at Air Force na siyang maghahatid sa inyo ng mga balita mula sa ating Armed Forces at iba pang impormasyon. Mga katropa, hanapin at ilike kami sa Facebook, Twitter at YouTube. DWDD AFP Radio, ang boses ng Kawal Pilipino.
Kayo ay nakatutok sa DWDD AFP Radio. Kami po ay kasapi ng KBP, Kapisanan ng mga Broadcaster ng Pilipinas.
Ito ang DWDD 1134 kHz AM. Balita, impormasyon at musika. Ito ang DWDD AFP Radio. Boses ng Kawal Pilipino.
Behold the latest military news update. This is AFP Community News, hosted by Rob Susan every 12 noon, Mondays to Fridays. Only here on DWDD Armed Forces Radio. One AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Viscom Commander urges NPA members to surrender. AFP unveils three-pronged strategy for West Philippine Sea. Palace suspends class and work in NCR due to habagat. COMELEC says improperly marked ballots to be nullified to avoid vote buying.
Good day everyone, as well as our troops at Camp Emilio Aguinaldo, Quezon City. Today is Wednesday, August 28, and we will bring you the latest news from the armed forces and other information around the Philippines. In behalf of Rob Suzon, this is Jhai Simbajon for AFP Community News.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
Visayas Command Commander Lieutenant General Fernando Reyes called on remaining New People's Army members to surrender and seek reconciliation. His appeal follows recent clashes resulting in the deaths of 3 NPA members. Lieutenant General Reyes promised ongoing support for peace and highlighted the wary state of NPA fighters. Last week, the 61st Infantry Battalion clashed with NPA remnants in Antique, neutralizing 1 fighter and seizing several firearms. Additionally, a skirmish in Negros Occidental resulted in the deaths of a vice commanding officer and a political instructor.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And the Armed Forces of the Philippines has launched a three-pronged strategy to address the situation in the West Philippine Sea. This was announced by AFP Chief of Staff General Romeo Browner Jr. in 35th International Military Law and Operations Conference in Manila. He outlined the strategy as maintaining a strong and sustainable Philippine presence, such as the BRP Sierra Madre at Ayungin Shoal, modernizing the military for credible deterrence, and strengthening ties with allied nations. This strategy responds to regional concerns about China's aggressive action in the area.
DWDD Armed Forces News. Armed Forces Radio.
Let us hear more updates from Jhai about government and military officials discuss global security challenges at Indo-Pacific Conference.
Yes, good afternoon. Government and military officials gathered at the Manila Hotel for the 35th International Military Law and Operations Conference recently. They addressed global security issues, including China's aggressive actions in the West Philippine Sea, the Russia-Ukraine war, and North Korea's ballistic missile use. Over 200 officials from 20 countries attended the conference, led by the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command. Relatedly, notable attendees included Department of National Defense Secretary Gilbert Teodoro, AFP Chief of Staff General Romeo Browner Jr., and PCG Commandant Admiral Ronnie Gil Gavad. This is Jhai reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Jhai. The Armed Forces of the Philippines and the Manila Times honored Filipino soldiers in a tribute to soldiers ceremony at the Manila Hotel. AFP Chief of Staff General Romeo Browner Jr. served as guest of honor and speaker, highlighting the courage and commitment of soldiers in advancing national peace and development. The event, part of National Heroes Day commemoration, give emphasis to the AFP's dedication in recognizing the sacrifices of its personnel and reinforcing their spirit of perseverance and excellence.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And for our national news,
DWDD National News.
the Bureau of Animal Industry reported that African swine fever now affects 458 barangays across 32 provinces and 15 regions. Department of Agriculture said that it is 82% increase from earlier this month. Agriculture Assistant Secretary Dante Palabrica attributed the rise to heavy rains and potential issues with unscrupulous traders. Moreover, he suggested that local government units play a crucial role in controlling the spread by setting up shutdowns.
DWDD National News. Armed Forces Radio.
On the other line, let us hear from Bea about DND Secretary expresses confidence China will not disrupt ASEAN.
Yes, Rod, the Department of National Defense Secretary Gilbert Teodoro expressed confidence that China will not succeed in undermining the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Speaking at the International Military Law and Operations Conference, or MILOPS 24, in Manila, he highlighted that regional leaders are aware of China's efforts to create instability. He labeled China as the major disruptor of regional peace and accused it of attempting to establish a new world order. Moreover, Secretary Teodoro urged ASEAN countries to unite in defending sovereign rights and resolve territorial disputes within the organization. This is Beatrice reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Bea. The Department of Transportation has postponed the implementation of the new toll expressway guidelines, originally set for August 31 to October 1, 2024. The guidelines, outlined in Joint Memorandum Circular 2024-001, will fine drivers lacking a valid electronic toll collection device or those with insufficient RFID load. Transportation Secretary Jaime Bautista cites the need for a comprehensive information campaign as the reason for the 30-day delay.
DWDD National News.
And the southwest monsoon or habagat is expected to affect residents in Central Luzon, Southern Luzon, and Visayas. According to Pag-asa, residents from Metro Manila, Zambales, Bataan, Tarlac, Pampanga, Cavite, Batangas, Occidental Mindoro, Palawan, and Antique will experience occasional rains. La Union, Pangasinan, Benguet, Bicol Region, and the rest of Visayas, Central Luzon, Calabarzon, and Mimaropa could also experience cloudy skies with scattered rains and thunderstorms. The rest of the country, on the other hand, could expect cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms.
DWDD National News. Armed Forces Radio.
And from 1st CRG, let us hear some information from Joanne about 5th Infantry Division launches a peace program. Joanne?
With the aim of helping to further raise the employment status in their area of operations, the 5th Infantry Division Philippine Army has started implementing its peace program on August 22, 2024 at the 5th Division Training School, Camp Melchor F. de la Cruz, Upigamo, Isabela. 5th ID Commander Major General Gulliver Sinieres said that the peace program of the division stands for Partnership for Education, Advancement, and Community Empowerment and is a train for Work and Prosperity program aimed at helping those unemployed age 18 to 49 who are interested in training and having a job. This program, he said, is open to dependents of soldiers or military personnel themselves, including CAFGU members, members of people's organization, and indigenous peoples communities, former rebels, and even those civilian volunteers. For the first batch that started on August 22, they were composed of 49 participants who will train for 15 days related to carpentry. According to the commander, part of the training of these participants is to build a building that will eventually serve as an office for the peace program. Aside from carpentry, among the skills that will be learned during the implementation of the program are scaffolding, sewing, masonry, and other skills that will be needed in the current industries. A non-governmental organization, Career Builder Skills Training and Assessment Center Incorporated, is a partner of the 5th ID in the program as a trainer for the participants, which is based in Pangasinan. The Peace Program was an existing program and was started by the General in his unit of origin, the 702nd Infantry Brigade based in Pangasinan, which has already trained up to 300 individuals who have been inducted into various jobs. This is John Sagaok reporting for AFP Community News, One AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Joanne. And Malacanang announced that classes in public schools and work and government agencies are suspended in the National Capital Region today, August 28. According to the Presidential Communications Office, the work and class suspension due to the southwest monsoon or habagat was effective at 7 a.m. The move is upon the recommendation of the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council. Work and class suspension in private companies and schools, meanwhile, will be upon the discretion of their respective heads.
DWDD National News.
And the Commission on Elections announced that it would invalidate ballots with unnecessary markings as a countermeasure against vote buying. COMELEC Chairman George Erwin Garcia said that the agency will ensure that the ballots would not be used as a basis on who should be paid or not. Garcia also warned the public that putting unnecessary marks on an official ballot is an election offense, punishable under the law by 1 year to 6 months imprisonment. The implementation of the said measure would be discussed and approved by the COMELEC and BAC.
DWDD National News. Armed Forces Radio.
For other updates, let us hear the details about the Philippine Army thanks donor and partners for successful blood donation drive. Go ahead, Jimbo.
The Philippine Army expressed gratitude to all donors, partner hospital, and NGOs who participated in their successful nationwide blood donation drive for National Heroes Day. The drive collected 24,841 blood bags, with 6,316 from active personnel and 18,525 from reservists and other donors. Held at 171 collection centers across the country, the event was supported by various Philippine Red Cross chapters, private and public hospitals, and the Department of Health. Lieutenant General Roy Galido of the Philippine Army stated that the collaboration helped save many lives and ensure the National Blood Service for emergencies. This is Jimbo reporting for AFP Community News, One AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Jimboy. A committee at the House of Representatives approved a resolution recommending the postponement of the filing of certificates of candidacy. This is for the upcoming 2025 midterm elections. The Committee on Suffrage and Electoral Reforms proposed the filing to be held from December 1 to 8, 2024 instead of October 1 to 8. The Commission on Elections earlier expressed that the agency does not see the need to postpone the period for the filing of COC.
DWDD National News.
And the Civil Service Commission is discussing the possible grant of mental health leave as a benefit for government employees. CSC Chairman Carlo Nograles explained that currently sick leave could be used, but they are trying to come up with a mental health leave in addition to this. Nograles also said that CSC had issued the mental health program guidelines for the public sector through Memorandum Circular Number 4. He added that this is something that they continue to advocate for and teach in the different government agencies.
DWDD National News. Armed Forces Radio.
And we have a report coming in about Palawan government holds West Philippine Sea Awareness Lecture in Coron. Go in for the details.
The provincial government of Palawan, under its Serbisyo Ig Progreso sa Sambayanan initiative, conducted the West Philippine Sea Awareness Lecture for the residents of Barangay San Nicolas, Coron. The event was held in partnership with the Western Command, the Civil Military Operation Unit of the Philippine Navy, and the 6th Civil Relations Group, CRS-AFB. The lecture aimed to educate the local community about the ongoing West Philippine Sea dispute, addressing common misconceptions and providing accurate information on the issue. The program emphasized the importance of national pride and encouraged residents to become informed advocates for the country's maritime interests. This initiative also promoted transparency, offering a platform for residents to express their concerns and engage in dialogue with military representatives. Through this open communication, the event highlighted the commitment of both the government and the armed forces to progress education and unity within the province of Palawan. Residents of Barangay San Nicolas praised the effort, noting that the lecture not only provided them with a deeper understanding of the West Philippine Sea issue, but also reinforced their sense of national pride and responsibility. And that's the latest update. This is Private Pelayo reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, John Pilayo.
DWDD National News.
The Bureau of Immigration and Department of Migrant Workers integrated their database systems to provide efficient and faster service to overseas Filipino workers departing and arriving in the country. Immigration Commissioner Norman Tensenko said that the integration of the Overseas Employment Certificate System facilitates shorter processing time for OFWs. This will ensure prompt and efficient release of their immigration clearances. Apart from this, the system also allowed BI officers to immediately verify and intercept fake OECs upon presentation by illegal recruitment and human trafficking victims.
DWDD National News.
And President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. met with the United States Indo-Pacific Command Chief Admiral Samuel Paparo amid the escalating tensions in the West Philippine Sea. Paparo is in Manila to attend an international military conference organized by the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command. During the meeting, Marcos mentioned Paparo's plan to visit several Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement or EDCI sites in the country. He also said that he has a lot of things to discuss with the U.S. military official about the two countries' relations.
DWDD National News. Armed Forces Radio.
Let us hear from Leonor about Defense Secretary meets with the new Spanish Defense Attaché. Leonor?
Secretary of National Defense Gilberto Teodoro Jr. met with Colonel Santiago Martin Sanz, Spain's new defense attaché to the Philippines, during his introductory visit at the Department of National Defense. Accompanied by ASIC Marita Yoro and Brigadier General Simplicio Adiser, Secretary Teodoro discussed military training and opportunities in Spain and proposed exchanges in military engineering. Moreover, he also expressed gratitude for Spain's support in the South China Sea and suggested potential force visit by Spanish Navy vessels and maritime cooperative activities to enhance maritime security. This is Leonor reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Leonor. Now let's hear our reporter on the ground about Defense Secretary urges support for rules-based international order at MILOP's conference, and go on for the details.
Yes, Jhai, Secretary of National Defense Gilberto C. Teodoro Jr. called for international support to uphold the rules-based international order during the 35th Military Law Operations Conference in Manila yesterday. Addressing attendees, he emphasized the Philippines' role in enforcing international law, particularly maritime law, and urged nations to adhere to the UN Charter's principles. He criticized China's attempt to reshape international law for its own interests, stressing the importance of maintaining global legal standards. The 4-day conference hosted by the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command and the Philippine government invited representatives from about 29 countries. This is Rocky reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Rocky. The United States military is open about escorting Philippine ships in the West Philippine Sea. U.S. Indo-Pacific Command Chief Admiral Samuel Paparo said that they are open to consultations about helping the country deliver food and other supplies to Filipino forces in the South China Sea. He explained that it is an entirely reasonable option within the Mutual Defense Treaty. The Philippines and the United States are set to hold the annual Mutual Defense Board Security Engagement Board tomorrow, August 29.
DWDD National News.
And President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. assured the public that there would be no sacred cows in the investigation and escape of this Bisbal Tarlac Mayor Alice Guo. Marcos said he has a very good idea on whose heads will roll over regarding the issue. The president did not name names but said he was able to talk to Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Remulla about the matter. He also revealed that the DOJ is almost finished with a very thorough investigation and will not identify those who are involved.
DWDD National News. Armed Forces Radio.
And report from Ella Mercado about EPD-DEU nabs a female drug suspect in anti-illegal drug operation in Pasig City. Ella?
Thank you very much. One female drug suspect was arrested during the anti-illegal drug operation conducted by the Eastern Police District Drug Enforcement Unit operatives in Barangay Rosario, Pasig City. According to the report submitted to EPD Director, Police Brigadier General Wilson Asueta, the arrested suspect was identified as Elias Roda, 44 years old and a resident of the said place. Result of the aforementioned operation was the confiscation of more or less 33.5 grams of suspected shabu. The suspect now under the custody of Pasig City Police Station and facing a violation charge of Republic Act 9165 or Comprehensive Dangerous Drug Act Law of 2002. This is Ella Mercado reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Ella Mercado. Another report from 2nd CRG. Let us hear from Sena about Philippine Army conducts campus tour at Kamalig Albay. Sena?
In a proactive move to safeguard and educate the next generation, the 903rd Infantry Patriot Brigade, in partnership with the LGU of Albay, successfully conducted a campus tour at Caguiba National High School in Barangay Caguiba, Kamalig Albay. This vital initiative aimed to address pressing issues affecting both the youth and the broader community. Key topics covered included mental health awareness, the prevention of substance abuse, drug addiction, and awareness on terrorism. This campaign was made possible through the collaborative efforts of a wide array of stakeholders including the Army units, the 31st Infantry Battalion, 3rd CMO Company, Albay PPOC and PADAC, PDEA, DepEd, Albay, PHO, and Albay PIO. This partnership highlights a comprehensive and holistic approach to fostering community resilience. This is Sena from Solcom reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Sena. And the Department of Education is set to release around 581 million pesos to its regional offices to buy tablet computers for high school students enrolled outside the traditional basic education program. These are the high school students living in areas prone to natural hazards and on-site class suspensions. Those enrolled in the Open High School program and the Basic Literacy program under the Alternative Learning System or ALS. DepEd Undersecretary Gina Gonong said the move is crucial as their programs have less teacher interaction and technical support. This would also help the students to have the same developed knowledge, skills, and attitude as learners in the traditional school.
DWDD National News.
And that's all for today's broadcast. Thank you for joining us, especially to our audience in our Facebook page, AFP Radio DWDD. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for more updates, same time, same station. Again, this is Jhai for AFP Community News, One AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Alamin ang mga mainit na balita mula sa ating Armed Forces. Tumutok sa 1134 kHz AM sa inyong mga radyo. At manood online. I-like at i-share ang AFP Radio DWDD Facebook page. Ito ang DWDD Armed Forces Radio, ang boses ng Kawal Pilipino.
Mga katropa, alam mo ba na ang DWDD 1134 kHz AFP Radio ay ang opisyal na radio station ng Sandatahang Lakas ng Pilipinas na binubuo ng Army, Navy at Air Force na siyang maghahatid sa inyo ng mga balita mula sa ating Armed Forces